Let's talk about relationships, behaviors, and the culture. Welcome to D-Zone. Yeah, we taking over. You might be alone or looking for love. We're live every Monday. Listen to us. Sit back and relax. Tune in and take a listen. Funny to the max. D-Zone's what you missing. There's no judgment here. We get deep in the zone. Open conversations go on and on. We too hype on the mic and stay true to ourselves. Just like an open book, we tell how we feel. This right here is for the sexy and grown. Turn the volume up, cause it's the D-Zone.
Yeah. What it do? It's your girl D-Nice, and we are back live in the D-Zone, baby. Yes. It is April 28th, 2025. So nobody has corrected me, but for the last couple of shows, I've been saying 2024. Like, why did nobody correct me? But it's all good. Listen, we are back live in the D-Zone. I have a great show for you guys today. It's about to be bananas. Shout out to everybody I partied with this weekend. I am exhausted. Thank you guys. Thank you. We had a great weekend. Listen, I actually want to shout out my Be More family, my Be More pod family. Make sure y'all catch them each and every Thursday night at 7 p.m. on YouTube. I got their clip right here. We got to show this because I got to definitely shout them out right now and show y'all what y'all missing. So listen, make sure y'all tap in to Be More pod each and every Thursday live at 7 p.m. on YouTube. Check this out.
Look, I don't know if that's a compliment or insult.
His studio etiquette is amazing. Like even at 5, he already knew. Like, yeah, I want this like that. Move that right there. That's a gift. That's a gift. That can't be.
We got a video for Gwen Hilton. Y'all go ahead and run that video. Why pop these bottles? Pop the bottle, baby.
But you get up on the table.
I want you to get up on that table. That's
and you stop.
First of all, it was the facial expressions I was making. I was looking at everybody else. Not too many people could sing like that.
Entertainment report.
Entertainment report.
They ready.
We do this so we can show other people's talent, and the talent that's inside them is what they love is inside of you, man. They give them they point out their passion, they love outside of themselves, man. And 9 times out of 10, if a person is going for trying to reach a goal, there's something inside of them, they got to have help.
That's my friend. Like, we here. We at. Same with me. Like, we here. We at. We at. We at.
Be More Pod, your liveliest destination. Come and join Dennis, Lene, and Joey every Thursday at 7 p.m. Your talent will make room for you.
Yes. Make sure y'all absolutely please lock in and show major love to my family, Dennis, Lene Gray, and Joey, each and every Thursday live on YouTube for Be More Pod. Okay, listen, we're about to get right into my guest. First of all, I think I've been hitting my guest up for a couple of I wouldn't say a couple of years at this point, but she is definitely in the building. Listen, I'm about to give you your intro. You ready? Hopefully I get this right. Okay. I'm gonna get this shit right. Okay. So she's a mother, a sister, a great friend. She's also an entertainer. She's a Baltimorean through and through, but she is also a bomb ass bartender, making your favorite drinks behind that bar. Okay. But don't get it twisted. She's a real one. Everybody that I talk to don't play about you. Okay, they all had something great to say about my guest right here. I need y'all to help me welcome the one and only Miss Queen Quee. What it do?
What's up, baby?
How you?
I'm here.
Absolutely. First of all, I want to say thank you for gracing the D-Zone. I appreciate you.
Thank you for this platform, baby.
Already.
And opening the doors for somebody who's a nobody.
Man, shit. Hey, yo, can we turn up her mic a little bit? I need to listen. I need to hear her. Okay. So we're going to jump right into this interview right here. We good? There we go. That's better. I like that. Okay. You like that?
I like that.
I like that. Okay. Yeah, this is live, okay? Don't understand that shit happens when it's live. But before I get into the questions, let's take this shot.
Oh,
because you are the bartender, the bartendee
absolutely.
to a great show.
Indeed.
Let's take that. Woo, baby. Wow, you see how she just drunk that shit like water?
Don't do that like I'm a lush.
Nah, you good. All right, Queen. I just want to know. First of all, we about to do it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me who Queen is.
Ooh. First and foremost, I'm a mom. I work for a nonprofit. Been with a nonprofit for 8 years, where we handle civil rights. A lot of people don't know that about me. Everybody think I'm just nightlife dancer, serve drinks. Absolutely not. Educated. I do hold 2 degrees. I'm just me.
Yeah.
I don't have no intro. Somebody called me before I walked in like, talk your shit. I was like,
Damn, I didn't even. First of all, the nonprofit. I've seen you, you know, dressed up. Actually, that was about to be a part of my joint, but I was like, I don't want to get it misconstrued. But I have seen you in some big time rooms with some big time names. That's like, how did you get involved in that?
8 years in, I was actually in healthcare.
Okay.
And I woke up one day. I always just felt like I wanted to do more.
Okay.
But I'm a small entity, so how can I do more? And I was on Indeed one day and saw it pop up. And I'm like, the chances of me getting this opportunity, slim to none. I got a call within 7 days.
Wow.
I interviewed within 2 weeks.
Wow.
The CEO called me within 48 hours of my interview and said, when can you start? And I've been there ever since.
Yeah, and doing the damn thing. Looking good doing it, goddammit.
Thank you.
Okay, so you from Baltimore?
I am not.
You not from Baltimore?
Originally
You say two and do a lot, Queen.
I've been here 23 years.
Okay, so you've been here for a minute.
It's home.
Okay.
It's home.
Where you from?
I'm originally from New Jersey.
Oh, Jersey.
But I'm Jersey, New York. So my father was Harlem, my mother was Jersey.
Okay.
So I bounce back and forth. So you get a little bit of that still. It's still in me.
Yeah,
Still in my blood.
yeah.
But no, I've been here 23 years. So Baltimore's home.
Yeah, damn. I thought you was straight from Baltimore.
You would think.
You would think so. No, for real. Because what I remember is
I mean, but if you think about New York and Baltimore, really is. I mean, there's a difference, but it's not. We still gritty. We still raw. We still up in your face.
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously, the lingo is different, and the way we move is totally different, but it's almost the same.
Damn, I didn't even know that. So
It'll be
Jersey.
more all day.
Already. So you've been in Baltimore for 23 years. How was that? Like, transitioning. I guess you said it is similar, but how was that? Did you have any trials or tribulations growing up in Baltimore?
It was very slow when I first got here.
Okay.
I came here to go to college. Well, I came here a year before I went to college. I came here at 17.
Okay.
Stayed with my cousin for a while, and she actually is the one who encouraged me to go to Morgan because I got accepted to 4 other schools. So when I came here, it wasn't a culture shock. It was just slow.
Okay.
Very slow.
Yeah.
Up top city is definitely different than down here city. So it was a little bit slow. So the transition was like, but I'm me. So I jumped right in and was like, what's up?
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. I love it. So growing up, I can't even say growing up. I'm going to say like in my early 20s, okay? I used to go to the club called the Delta in the Aqua, okay? And let me tell you, my best friend, you were her favorite. These niggas, here I come. Hey, yo.
Not the intro.
Listen,
Crazy.
we love Desire. I swear to God. Okay, so I got to know, first of all, are you still entertaining that way or?
No.
You retired or you just?
I don't really want to say retired.
Okay.
Like, obviously, baby brought me out of quote unquote retirement
Yeah.
a few months ago. So
Definitely was there.
Yeah, there are.
She got my 5.
There
just know
are
it. I put 5 on it. I put 5.
A handful of people that will say, "Hey, can you do?" And I will.
Okay.
And we'll get to that. But my previous relationship, obviously, is kind of what put a halt to a lot of me dancing because it started to cause a conflict.
Okay. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Okay.
obviously, putting that first, I kind of sat down. But it's always been a passion.
Yeah. Cause you could, you really her.
I mean,
I had some. I mean, it's the ones that's been on my platform. Y'all niggas know how to do that shit. Y'all motherfuckers know how to really give out on the show.
it's in you. It's not on you. So
Man, I like that. It's in you, not on you.
not on you.
I like
So,
that.
I don't want to feel like I lost it. Obviously, if you're not doing it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm out there 5 minutes. I'm winded as a bitch. Like, count me down. Where's the slow song? You want a club? You're not getting it tonight.
Already.
So I don't ever want to say retired.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are a few that could definitely get me out of it.
Okay.
For a second, and then I'm like, all right, y'all won't see me for.
So not like a random person can be like, yo, I got 1,000.
No, I turn down shows. All
Okay,
the time.
already.
I still get people to pop up and say, hey, you, nah.
Yeah, you like, no, fuck it.
Yeah.
I get it. You're a mom now. I feel it.
Right. So I'm just
feel
like,
it.
you know, the body done changed.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you know, I'm cool.
Queen, where your body changed at?
Baby, take this bra off and these titties is at my navel. Hey.
I have not. I don't see it. But hey, you know
Shout
your
out
body.
to Victoria's Secret, okay?
Vicky is secret.
Victory in Secret. Take
I'm
this
over it.
baby off, and they are down to my navel.
Hey, stop. Hey, yo, you gotta stop what you do.
I'm serious.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah, a lot of that has what changed, but it's still in me.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely in you because I was at that show and you did the damn thing. You came out, you did your dizzle. You hear me?
Thank you. Almost
Okay.
passed out, but
No, you did. I couldn't tell. You a professional at that. You feel me? I couldn't tell that at all. So, maybe as a dancer, and I ask a lot of y'all this. You know, you ever dated an entertainer in the business?
yeah.
Yeah. How was that? Was it a lot of like?
It didn't have to be. So I started dating them when they first entered into the entertainment. So the big head, the ego, the attention, all of that, I think, got to their head quick. And it was, how do I stay home and still entertain supporters? But then the entertainment started to cross lines and boundaries, and now it's a problem.
Okay.
Now I got to leave you the fuck alone. Because real shit, I'm a rider for real, so I could have taught you how to entertain a little bit, bring that money home, and we good. But I think we were young too, so I can't even, you know what I mean? I can't even really blame it all on that. Just trying to navigate it as a new entertainer per se. So yeah, I have. Will I do it again? No.
Yeah, nah, for real.
Absolutely.
Not today. It's a lot of controversy right now on the internet right now with dancers and wives and husbands and shit like that going on. So I get it. It's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot. It's I don't understand.
thank you.
I feel you. I feel you on that. So okay. Damn. I feel you on that. Damn. God damn it. I feel you on that. Okay, so you was a part of this iconic, I'm gonna say iconic group. Because y'all niggas was everywhere. If you did not know or did not hear that, secret weapons. Secret weapons.
Right.
Here I come. Here, like, how was that? And how did you start with them?
Yes.
Or did they like recruit you in?
No. So I don't know if everybody know, but we had numbers, which I thought was so corny.
Okay.
I mean now, but back then it was like, you know, SW3, SW4.
Oh, wow.
I think I was like 6 or 7. I can't remember what my damn
You
number
know
was.
what? You
but-
right. I remember.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we all had numbers, and then when it started to get to like 14, 15, 16, then now you know these folks are add-ons.
Right.
No disrespect
Okay.
to nobody,
Okay.
but they were add-ons. So no, I was actually a part of, I guess, the original conversation.
I
per
believe
se.
that. I believe that.
You know, Isaac and I were like this, so it was a shout out to Viva and Jimmy. Started the whole thing, and baby, we had a ball.
No,
Made
y'all
a lot
did.
of money. We had a ball.
Y'all did.
We had a ball,
I mean, it looked like y'all did.
and that was when entertainment was fun.
Man.
We had a ball.
Yeah. And what makes you think that, like, you know, entertainment is not fun no more? Because, I mean, I'm not even going to say it's not, because y'all were the group, like y'all set the trends for, I want to say, every dancer that's out right now. They be doing y'all shit.
And we were inspired, right?
Okay.
So for
The
me
Uzis.
personally, I was gonna say I always shout Uzi out because she was the first person to actually take me on my out of town
Okay.
booking. I did Chicago Pride, and she saw something. I remember dancing at the Aqua my very first time, and I remember her saying something to me in the dressing room. I've always been a dancer. I danced in college. I did tap, jazz, ballet, hip hop. I did all of that.
Okay.
Danced all through school, and then I stopped my senior year in college. So always been a dancer, started at the Gold Club, but I remember just stepping outside the box, and I danced at the Aqua, and I know I did a horrible job. Horrible job. Nervous, all the things. It was new, but I remember her saying something to me in the dressing room, like, keep going. You know, you got it. Don't worry about it. You know, that's just Uzi. Uzi encourage everybody.
course.
You could be the worst dancer on the planet.
Man.
And that baby gonna be like,
That's
keep
that
going.
Sagittarius. Yeah.
Keep going. So from that, her and I kind of built a bond even outside of that. And I remember her approaching me like, hey, I'm gonna put you on Chicago Pride. And I was like, we gonna where? I'm finna do what?
Hello.
And dance with who? It was me, her, and Nico.
Oh,
I'll
wow.
never forget. Yes, I'll never forget. And
That's iconic right there.
baby, we shut Chicago Pride down. That's the first time I ever jumped off something on the stage.
Wow.
Yeah, and from there it was uphill. Yep. So shout out to Uzi.
Okay. So we about to run it. We about to go this far real quick. So I remember, I will never forget this day. I remember I was a little disappointed, but it's okay, because I was a fan. But it's okay. You know, I was a fan. I was a real fan. Shout out to MJ. Shout out to MJ. I see you, MJ. Listen, I was a fan. I was at the Aqua. I will never forget. And there was this beautiful young lady in front of you. Okay. And she was holding. Well, no, she was behind you, and she was holding you. Okay. We're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
We going there.
Okay.
Okay. And
I'm following.
she's an iconic person today. She's a legend. People don't know. People know. If you don't know, you know what the fuck. You know what I'm putting down right now.
Are we picking it up?
Okay. And so I remember this. I was like, just like when Ashanti got married to Nelly, I was upset. Okay. But life goes on. So tell me about that situation, because at that time, I remember, because I'm into radio.
Okay.
So that right there was like perfect. I was like, yo, I already knew who that was. I was like, oh shit. Right. Like, yo, are you serious right now? That was my like Beyonce moment. So like, okay, let's talk about it. How was that situation right there? And how did that come around? Like, because I mean,
so she managed artists
okay,
throughout Baltimore, and there was an artist that I actually auditioned for in college.
Okay.
For their music video through a mutual friend that him and I went to Morgan together.
Okay.
And he knew that I danced.
Okay.
So he was like, hey, I got this opportunity. Come through, you would be perfect. So I'm like, all right, bet. I ended up not auditioning, but her and I connected just on some friendship type stuff. There was nothing there.
Yeah.
Full circle moment, maybe like 2 or 3 years later, we bumped into each other again. And we were at the Gold Club.
Okay.
She was actually there for somebody else.
Okay.
She ended up being friends with somebody that we were mutual with, and it was like up from there.
Yeah.
Like we didn't stop talking, and then that became a thing.
Okay.
But out of respect, obviously, for her profession and where she was, we weren't necessarily public, but if you knew, you knew.
And I was going to ask that because that was the next thing. Word around town was that shit wasn't real, or not even, it didn't exist. Right. Like they didn't... I guess nowadays, lesbian relationships and things like that are more accepted, but then it wasn't. So how did you feel about that? How did y'all handle that? Because, I mean, you personally, you're dating literally a legend, and you can't, how was that?
It was difficult. I remember us going to a comedy show, and I reached over to hold her hand, and she snatched back.
Ooh.
And it was at that moment I had to realize who I was with. But I think the more I poured into her, the more comfortable she became, because now she's at the Aqua, which is why you saw her. We're going to the Hippo. We are going to these different places, not arm in arm and doing the most, but I needed you to see that there's a whole other world.
Yeah.
And then it became, now she's getting booked.
So
I'm like, yo, I got you. We still don't got to make it public and, be this big thing, but recognize I don't move that way. We don't have to do it that way, but understand that what we do at home, I feel that a little bit when we outside. Like, we not friends. So that's why when it happened, so many people came at me the way that they did because they didn't understand.
Yeah.
And I was okay with that. I still respect it to this day, which is why I don't comment on certain things.
I get it. I didn't
do it when you were here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it while you're not here.
Understood. Already. All right. We're going to fast forward because I just needed that to know because, I mean, just listening and hearing, I mean, I don't know if I can handle it. First of all, I mean, about the situation, how it happened. And
I was there for every single second.
This is what I'm saying.
Every single second.
You talking about?
Every single second.
The pool party?
Every single second of it, including the Ambo ride.
Damn.
I was there for it all.
Shit.
Yeah. So it made it even more difficult because to a lot of people that were in her life, or a lot of most of her life or through her career, I was a new face. Even though we were dealing for as long as we were, I was a new face. So it was like, well, who the fuck is this? What the fuck happened? And then it didn't help that somebody was there and made the 911 call and fabricated a whole nother story.
Wow.
As to what happened. So that somebody got a hold of that, made that public. So it was just a really horrible time.
Yeah,
it was a horrible
I can
time.
imagine.
Yeah.
So my question is that, dealing with that tragic situation, like, I mean, you just literally said that you saw all of that. How did you still believe in love? How did you move forward? Like, how did you...
Counseling, prayer.
Okay.
My support system has always been dope. Like, I've always had just dope people around me, my sisters, which my friends, but I call them my sisters.
Yeah.
I just always had what I put out is what I receive, right? So you know me, you've been around me, you know my energy. So I've always come out of certain situations because of that support. You know, all right, you poured into me what you need.
Yeah.
But I definitely went through counseling for sure.
Okay.
I just had a dope support system.
Yeah.
It was public, so I had to turn that off.
Man.
And then I just found a way to celebrate that situation and that person in my own light. And I still do it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
I'll drop a song or two in my sets, or my intro used to be that. And those were my ways to celebrate that without it being, you know what I mean, weird or a certain situation. So, and I still do it. Still rap. It's crazy because the day that it happened, I still feel something in me. Even if I try to forget it. And you know, the days move so fast.
Absolutely.
We don't know if it's the first or the 15. But something in that day still musters in me to remind me. Yep, you right. Today's that day. So.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. So we're going to fast forward a little bit. Okay. Because I remember you. Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever been married?
Yes.
Okay, so you've been married. And actually, your ex-wife was actually on my podcast. Okay.
Yeah, I watched 30 seconds.
Not 30 seconds of the mess, yo. That's why them views went up. Listen, okay, so something she said on this podcast, she said, I asked her, I said, why do you think your marriage didn't work? And she said, because she felt like you never transitioned from girlfriend to wife. How do you feel about that?
I don't agree.
Okay.
Because prior to us getting married, we always operated as a union. We did everything together.
Okay.
Homes were split. Whatever you need, got you, vice versa. So I didn't, again, that's her experience. So I don't want to take away from that. So if that's how she experienced me, cool.
Cool.
But for me, I don't think that there was a major transition outside of a piece of paper. Where I think we failed was lack of communication, lack of accountability. Our communication was terrible from day one.
Yeah.
Finances was a thing. Even though we didn't bicker about it, but towards the end, listening to certain things, it definitely was. And obviously we were young when we first started dating, and I feel like even when we got married.
What made you marry her?
I think I loved enough.
Okay.
I felt like she loved me enough.
Okay.
We were aligned at that moment.
Okay.
We both wanted family. We both wanted forever. We just both wanted this thing to work. She had her career. I had mine.
So you're saying after you guys signed that paperwork, that's when shit changed?
No, I wouldn't say that it changed.
Okay.
For me, I lost myself, so I wasn't showing up a lot.
Okay.
I wasn't showing up.
I like that.
I wasn't
Okay.
showing up a lot. Again, that doesn't negate or excuse certain behaviors because, again, our communication was trash.
Yeah.
So if we had open communication, I feel like certain things would have been able to be fixed. And even if it was a splitting, it would have been a better split than what it was. So I wasn't showing up as my full self. And I fully take accountability for that. I kind of tapped out.
Yeah. Tapped out.
And not because of her. It was my own personal things that I wasn't able to bring to the table because, again, our communication was trash.
Okay.
So if I was to bring it to the table, potentially it could have turned into something else, an argument. Or, you know, she used to talk to me real crazy. So I wanted to avoid that. We still pressing forward. We buying houses. Had a kid.
Yeah, no, had a whole kid, a beautiful kid at that.
Had a kid. So I feel like, you know, looking at it now, I'll never regret my baby.
Right,
You know,
of
because
course.
it took us 4 or 5 years to conceive him.
Okay.
But if I had a choice to do certain things over, I would have.
Okay. So you think that if the communication wasn't so horrible, you think y'all still would be together today?
I don't think so.
No.
And I'm grateful for that split.
Stop.
I am.
You're grateful.
I'm grateful.
It levels you up?
Absolutely. It got me back to me. It put the mirror on me. I, you know, detached from the world for like 8-9 months.
So normally when people say that they lost themselves, that means that they poured so much into something or someone else that they didn't even have enough for themselves. So you was it not reciprocated? Like you didn't get the same...
I don't want to say that because
Okay.
I don't want to ever, again, minimize the love I know that she did have for me.
Okay.
And potentially still could. I don't know.
Okay.
So I never want to minimize that part, but no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No. Mm-mm.
Y'all look so happy when y'all was together. Them pictures was so beautiful.
Baby, pictures and coming outside is a bitch. Because once them doors shut, baby, it was World War II. It's like,
Yeah.
nah, but I think again, if I was to had the ability to change certain things, I think I would.
Okay.
But I'm grateful for the split, and I'm sure she is as well.
Yeah. I kind of like want her to spin the block a little bit on the show, not because of you, because of something else.
I mean, we can talk about it now. Yeah, the bitch cheated.
Okay. You know, that's what she
cheated and I caught her. No.
Okay. That's what I'm right.
No, so again, this is my experience, and I know.
Did she cheat?
Yes, because we were technically still married. So granted, we
today.
No, we're not married.
No.
I was gonna say
we
are 4 years.
Oh,
I think we're going into this our 5th year being divorced.
Okay.
But at the time,
time out, Queen, she cheated on you?
Yeah.
No way.
The story was I cheated. I'm still waiting for the man. I don't know who this man.
Oh, a guy.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the man.
Oh shit.
If you out there, shoot me a DM. I need to understand who you are. Okay? So,
Not you got accused of.
So if we did something, please remind me and let me know. No.
What room was we in?
What state? Now let me know.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, so it got really, really nasty. It got really, really nasty. And
it was multiple times? Or did you just...
I don't know.
Okay,
I just know of one because I walked in on it.
Whew.
So, I mean, the proof is how you move, right? They're not coming home, you're staying out, you were doing this, you were doing that, you weren't disconnected. It was, you weren't answering the phone, you were tapping out. Cool, I understood all of that. I even was in a situation where I'm like, look, if you got an itch, you need to scratch it. Because I know I'm not even showing up. So if you got to do what you got to do, don't bring it home, don't disrespect me. Cool, you did all of the above. Bet. So, I caught this young lady. Her and I were actually cool for many, many years.
I was about to say, is it the person I'm thinking about?
Absolutely. I mean, they were public.
Very public.
They were public.
And they were together for a couple of
They were public when we were still married. So
no way.
What?
Y'all were in the same
house.
But you and the person was in the same, it's the same, here I come.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Yeah. So the first time I actually ran into her was at Baby Show.
God.
Was at Baby Show.
That's crazy.
And me, the type of person I am, I don't really hold grudges no more. Like, you did what you did. Low key, when I knew who it was like, makes sense. Cool. It's no beef, baby girl. Like, I saw you. We locked eyes. You tipped me on my set. That was my way of saying, boo, I'm not even mad.
I'm speechless right now because I never knew that it was during.
Yes.
Y'all. I didn't even know that it was, that was the cause for real or whatever. Not even the cause.
I don't want to say that it was the cause. But it was a part for me to help me move on.
Okay.
Because I was still fighting, but you can't fight by yourself.
Yeah.
So again, I take full accountability for, I guess you can say, the demise of our relationship, because again, I can't put everything on her. I recognize in spaces where I didn't show up. I recognize in spaces where I could have been a better spouse. I recognize in places understanding that, but as my spouse, I needed you to step in and be like, babe, you good? What we need to do to get you back? And that didn't happen. So cool, now I'm stuck in this space. I got a baby. I'm trying to navigate that. I got work. It was just a whole...
And she carried.
No,
you carry. Okay.
So that was a transition.
Okay.
It was just a lot happening. So I can't even point because I played a major role in it as well. I did not know. However, it didn't have to end the way that it did.
I get that.
So
shit. So I mean, how did that make you feel after the fact? I mean, you see them now. I mean, everywhere. They on social media. They outside. They.
It was laughable once I got over it.
Okay.
It was a joke.
On planes and shit.
It was a joke.
Countries and shit.
It was a joke.
Okay.
But if that's what you needed, cool.
I mean, my thing is I feel like the person that she was with, your wife, your ex-wife, that she was with.
Correct that.
Okay, ex-wife. My thing is, you and Shorty was cool. So how the fuck, like, that's weird as fuck. Y'all two was in the same dance group.
Not even that. Her girlfriend at the time, their birthdays were a day apart, which means, and again, her girlfriend at the time and me been friends for years. We ran in the same circle. Our birthdays was a day apart, so it was given. We chilled together, we laughed together, did parties together. So even outside of dancing and entertaining, we were still. It was the comments.
Yeah.
It was the crazy part is this, and I don't think I ever told nobody this. I remember running into that lady in May. Me and her were going through it. We took a picture, posted on Instagram. Miss you, sissy. You so pretty. Blah blah blah. The next month is when shit hit the fan.
Wow.
Which means you was probably already talking and entertaining her when you sissied me, all that.
I hate it. I hate
again,
it. It's a Scorpio for you.
Who?
That's a Scorpio for your ass.
You take a shot.
That's a Scorpio. I cannot stand a Scorpio. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't have no beef against Shorty, but Scorpios, they are different. And and your ex-wife seems she's different too. I mean,
yeah,
she seemed different.
Yeah, but it's crazy because as much as people, or as much as I experience, I guess, the demonic side of her, I experience the sweet side of her.
Okay. She cool. I mean, I've hung out with her. She's actually cool as shit as a bro.
Right.
So, I mean, I was just like.
Everybody was. Yeah, everybody was. I just remained silent and just let things play out.
And you know what? That's so grown of you. That's so grown.
I talk my shit behind closed
Of course.
but
You gotta let that shit go.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta release it.
I
Yeah,
had
of
to.
course.
I had to.
So would you ever get married again?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you still believe in love, and
Absolutely.
So now you just know that if and when you do get married again, you just know how to show up.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. This will be my final. I've grown. I've learned a lot from that relationship. Again,
Okay.
all my takeaways aren't negative.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm
Right, of
saying?
course,
We
of
were
course.
together for 10 years, so it was something there,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So I've never been in a position or wanted to be in a position to dog her. We share a kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, do we? We just post the same kid. Take a shot. No. Just saying. Just saying.
Oh, shit, not part-time.
You might see another light-skinned cutie kid on another page. I don't know. We just post the same kid. I don't know if we really share him.
Hey, yo, Queen.
I take that back. No, seriously. So we do share a kid, obviously. But and that relationship is dope. So I have no complaints.
Yeah, okay.
I have no complaints.
Not part-time mommies out there.
No. Oh, no, I would never say that.
Okay.
My son loves her to death. One thing I will say, my takeaway from that was I was never a bitter baby mother.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying? What we
okay.
went through, I never did the whole. Even though she did try to play a Jody moment on me, like you never let me see my kid. Nigga, we in the same house. Knock it off. You got keys to the front door. Cut the fuck out.
Come downstairs, stop playing.
Okay, bring your ass home and knock it off. But
you won't let me see my kid in the same damn house.
You won't let me see. Okay, Jody, knock it off. Knock it off.
That's hilarious.
Knock it off. So no. But again, I'm grateful for that. I'm sure
Yeah.
she's grateful for the split as well. We
course.
are in a extremely better place now, I
Okay.
would say. Took us a while to get here, but
Yeah.
I think the bottom line, once we got over all the bullshit, was that baby.
Yeah, of
So,
course. And he's beautiful. That's a beautiful kid right there.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all be posting him. Well, you be posting him like muddy and shit. That shit be funny. The shit you be saying.
Have a kid, they say. It'll be fun, they say.
That's a beautiful thing. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
So listen, I had to, get a little rundown about, your personal.
Okay.
So now we got to really get into some not wild shit. I don't ever go wild because, I understand people have, they can run this shit back. I don't need nothing to be fucked up in your life for real.
It's all good. Give me the knit and the grit. If
All
I
right.
need to pass it, I pass it. If
Okay.
I need to fluff, I fluff.
I love it. All right. So the first question is, are you single?
I am.
Oh, you're single. That's by choice? Or is it, you talking to somebody?
Half and half.
Half and half.
Yeah, half and half. Obviously dating now, I don't know if you've...
It's trash.
Who?
And the piss pool trash.
Fentanyl, little
All
bit.
that. Listen,
It's
coke,
all that.
everything.
Yeah. So,
Everything.
am I single by choice? No. Would I like to be in a relationship? Absolutely. But I'm not settling.
I understand.
So, yeah, it's a little difficult.
So you like men, women, or both?
The person.
The person. Okay. So there's no. It's so if a guy walk up to you and he is giving you could possibly.
If that energy is...
So will you consider yourself bisexual?
I don't label myself.
You don't
I'm
label.
grown,
You
so,
just
yeah.
going
I think
with
I
the
heard
flow.
Nico say
Fluid.
pansexual, so I had to look
Yeah.
that up, and I was like,
Maybe.
maybe, but nah, I don't really do labels. So like, if you giving me that energy and that vibe, it really don't matter.
That's the
Man,
thing.
or well, it has to be an aggressive female. I don't do feminine women.
Yeah. Okay. No feminine. Women.
Attracted, yes, but relationship, no. We
Okay.
can't be in the mirror putting on mascara and sharing,
Sharing
pumps
clothes
and
and
shit.
shit.
Yeah, nah, I ain't with all that.
Hey, let me borrow
Hey, babe, did you see my? No.
Let me get. You know what I'm saying? Let me get them shoes right
Yeah,
here.
the ones you had on last night.
Hey,
Nah.
dog.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so my question is, I mean, shit. At this point, this about to really get open. All right. So what do you prefer, head or I say a strap, but I guess it's whatever. What you prefer?
Are you asking for a woman or
Okay, so I'm gonna ask for yes
or just overall?
for you overall, head or penetration, I should say.
I was gonna say let's use that word. I think for a woman it would be head. For a man it would be penetration.
Okay, so as a lesbian, well, dealing with a woman, you would prefer her to eat the box instead of strapping it up.
I mean both, but if we're talking about preference,
Yeah. Okay.
it would for sure be head.
Big
now again, I've had some women throw that thing down better than a man,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You would think that thing was growing straight out of him.
Okay.
But no, I think if we're talking about preference and we're talking about a woman, I would definitely prefer that.
Okay. All right.
Both. I mean, if you
So-
throw it down for both.
So let me ask you. So like you talking to a dude, right? And then I asked my mother this question. I just want to see if you got
Not
the same
your
answer.
mom.
Yeah. You know, my mom is my best friend. Shout out to mommy. I love you. So if a guy came to you, right, and it was like, hey, yo, you know, he likes his butt played with. Is he gay?
Ooh.
Is he like? I mean, he might want a butt plug in that motherfucker. What is it called? Ping pong pop,
Whatever that thing is. I wouldn't necessarily say no because things are so open now, right?
Okay.
And men have been doing this for centuries. It's not something that has just come to the surface. I mean, probably yes, because social media and everybody just telling their goddamn business now. So it's not a secret. So would I look at him crazy? Maybe in a moment, but sexuality is open.
Would you do it?
I'm not doing that shit.
Okay, so
but
you're not like strapping up on your nigga or whatever.
No.
What about a dom?
No.
Yeah, okay. You just
Not my thing.
old school.
Not my thing.
I feel that. But so you wouldn't look at him. I mean,
I wouldn't look at him crazy, but I would be like, okay. But that doesn't necessarily mean you want that from a man,
Yeah.
right? Even though you butt plugs and all the things. Hell, you might even like a little stick or two, but that doesn't mean you want it from a man. Like, what categorizes that?
Yeah, no, for real. Because
Right.
I mean, I believe in sex is sex because
That's what I'm saying.
And I heard that man's orgasm is actually like one of their best ones is when they.
I've heard that as well.
So
and I think everybody is just really super open, a little too open, I think sometimes, but.
Wide open.
Yeah, like no, dead ass. So I don't think that it's a situation where I would think automatically, oh, you like butt plugs, so that means you've been. No, I mean, in the bedroom, do what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Behind closed doors.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
I mean, don't fucking talk about it and broadcast
Of course.
it. But whatever you like, baby, do your thing.
Yeah.
I just know my boundaries, and it's a no.
And it's that's no. Please and thank you. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me ask you. You ever went down on male, female, whatever, and the shit was not right?
No.
Never.
No, and I'm only going to say that because that's not a random act for me.
Okay.
I gotta really
fuck with you.
Right.
Okay.
And even if we not moving forward in a relationship like that, or hell, we gotta be something.
Right.
It ain't given. I met you at the club. I done had a few drinks.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
No.
It's none of that.
I gotta really be
into you.
Yeah.
So what? How long does it take for you to? I guess. I mean, I don't know. Like you got motherfuckers out here who doing one night stands. I mean, and people might even look at you that way. Because you are a bartender, you are behind, you wear seductive clothing when you at work. Mm-hmm. So they probably think like, hey, yo, I could get her, whatever. Like
I get it left and right. I'm 41. Yeah. Baby, you can touch
41 where?
Here.
God damn.
41.
You look good, girl. Black don't crack. Black don't crack.
Yeah, no, I get approached all the time. I'm not amused.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I was younger, because I just always protected her.
Yeah.
You know what
of
I'm saying?
course.
I think, and my mom, shout out to her. Her birthday's actually today. Happy birthday, mommy.
Happy birthday, Queen Mommy.
My mom used to work on the AIDS ward.
Okay.
When we were younger.
Yeah.
So she was like, all right, bet. Y'all don't believe me about sex? We gonna go on a tour. And the smell of that floor.
Whoa. What?
And I don't even know if they still do AIDS wards or AIDS.
What you mean? The smell of a AIDS ward floor?
Baby, the flesh is being eaten alive.
Oh my God!
It is a certain stench that was on that floor, and to see the few patients that I saw scared me straight. Ma, you ain't got to ever
worry
about me doing
wild
random shit.
Yeah, absolutely,
Because
absolutely.
if I could potentially get whatever it is that he or she has, and I can't get rid of it,
it's
I'm
a wrap.
cool.
Yeah,
I'm cool.
Yeah.
People look at you crazy when you ask for papers and shit, but if you really fuck with somebody like
Man, you don't put that shit up on your phone. That shit is
that's
right
what I'm
on your
saying.
phone.
Like, come on now. Then if you can't,
That's
you can't produce them.
We ain't gonna have to.
Move along, sir, and or ma'am.
Nah, for real. So you said that you dated an entertainer. I'm not going. We don't have to talk about who it was, but was their sex game, like how it was as they performed, or was it whack?
It wasn't whack. It was cool.
It was cool.
Yeah, I mean, we wasn't doing handstands and flips. And
No,
shit.
all right.
Yeah,
Oh, so you're not. So you don't. So you as a dancer, you
okay, what we talking about? Them or me?
both. Because let's finish them.
Okay,
Let's finish them. So you dated the entertainer. You know, entertainers be doing all that that whining and shit. So are they? You know, did they perform like that in the bedroom? Did they translate that into the bedroom, or they was more
pieces of it?
Pieces. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think everything can translate. Right?
Okay.
Because I think when you hit the floor, a part of that is a persona.
Okay.
It's not really who you are.
Right.
And a lot of that shit can't be translated in the bed. Like, nigga, what? You want me to, excuse me?
Yeah, no.
You know, my kneecaps ain't set up like that. Outside of this set, no ma'am, don't ask me to do any of that. This is for a show only.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, no. It wasn't whack.
Okay.
It was cool.
Okay.
There was no issues there.
So for you, as an entertainer, now, listen, that y'all give on shows, and that's what we think of. We're like, God damn. So are you translating what you do in the bedroom? Some of it.
I have, and I have to be completely comfortable with you.
Okay.
Like
music.
Legit.
So wait, you come.
Music, the
Hold on.
vibe.
You gonna press play? Here I come.
Bitch, no. No, fool. Now I won't hold you. I didn't. Now in college, I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you, and she probably watching right now. Shout out to you. I ain't even gonna hold you. In college, I cheated on my first girlfriend.
Okay.
And the girl that I cheated on her with, actually, we were cool, but she knew that I was a dancer, and our interactions was like a set.
Oh wow.
Like wet set, all that. Like we had a ball, bitch. We had a ball.
Yo.
I think that was the only time I really, because I was just comfortable and I was young, so I ain't give a shit. But if I'm really like tapped in like that, you might get a split. You might get a little split. You know, it just depends on where we are and how connected I am with you.
Yeah.
I'm a Pisces, so I'm a feeler.
Yeah.
Right? I could give you
water
mediocre
sign.
sex. Yeah, I could give you mediocre sex. So if I'm really digging you and that vibe and that energy is there, you get it all.
You playing music though? Like if you do
Not all the time, but it has
yeah.
to be there. You
Yeah,
gotta every interaction don't have to be a thing.
Okay.
You know, because we grown. And who the fuck got an hour and 60? I don't have that in my day. What? Candles lit and all like, blow this shit out. Let's do this shit.
Blow this shit.
Yeah, like, come on. We ain't got to do it. Set the mood. No.
Hey, Queen, you for this shit.
My knees hurt. I've been at work all day. My back is on fire.
If you don't come over here and just get this shit done, God damn it.
And you got 10 minutes and I'm finna go to bed.
So what? Too long? Like how is it a such thing as too long of
No.
Okay.
No. If it's there and we just vibing and going, like time could pass and we wouldn't even know. We'd be in 3 hours and you know what I'm saying? Like again, it's the person, it's the vibe, it's how connected I am with you, it's all the things.
Already. So let me see. Best zodiac sign that ever gave you some bomb ass head.
It's 2.
Go ahead.
Cancer, Gemini.
Cancer and a Gemini.
Yeah, they batshit crazy, but
males, females,
one
both?
female, one male.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You wanna
shit crazy.
You wanna identify which is who, or is that too much?
I don't want to pump nobody's head up. Somebody might be like, yeah, I knew I did that shit. Like, bitch, I knew I was the best. Like, nah, I ain't.
You're not gonna do it. Okay. We just know. Gemini, Cancer.
Gemini, Cancer.
Okay. And what made it the best? Like, what was it? Is it because you guys were locked in, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes and no. One, I was completely locked in because I knew them for a while. And we were dealing with each other for a while. And I think it didn't start off the best, but I think that person took the time to learn me, learn my body, learn my cues, learn all of that. And I think that is dangerous when you learn that sexually from a person, because you can legit snatch.
They're so.
Whoo. So people talk about snatching snows. No, baby. When you in tune like that with somebody's body,
Man.
crazy.
It's outside. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy. So yeah, Gemini, Cancer. They again.
Shout out to the Gemini and Cancer. They wasn't a dancer though.
Gemini's. Huh?
They wasn't a Cancer. I mean, they wasn't a dancer. I mean.
Fuck no.
Okay, no dancers, so it wasn't y'all niggas. But all right.
I mean, I only interacted with one dancer, so
Okay.
like on that.
What was that sign?
Pisces.
Now I gotta do my research. Like you start.
And that was a female.
Oh, like a femme?
No,
Dom. Okay.
Yeah. Girl, knock it off.
I thought.
Don't piss me off.
No, that's not how that works. Okay. I was thinking about somebody else.
No,
but
I don't know where you going, but that ain't it.
Nah, okay, that ain't it. You right. I don't know what you see, but that ain't it. You right.
But that ain't it. Make a left, baby, because you going down the wrong street. That ain't it.
All right, bet. All right. So, I asked this on every guest. You ever ate ass before?
No, came close, but no.
Okay. So you was like at the gooch area. Okay.
It was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Wait, why you stop?
Not opposed, but that's the thing that I think you gotta understand if that person like it or not.
Okay, so when you there was a guy or female?
It was a guy.
Okay,
and
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes
so
sense.
It was
That
like
makes
a
sense.
reaction. So I'm like, all right, whoa, that's a no spot. So okay, cool.
He probably like, get the fuck.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't give that because that's just how we were. But yeah, no, it was a guy.
Okay.
And I just figured it was a no, and it was never a conversation.
Okay.
I don't think that it was no, but it was just never a conversation.
But would you, like, you're not just going outside eating ass? We know that.
Well, first of all, everybody's not getting that close to me. So
Okay.
let's
All right.
start there. I think if you are locked in with a person, there's really no boundaries.
Right.
If y'all are locked in like
I mean, you were married.
Yeah, but that was a different situation. I don't think that I was completely open in that space because I wasn't safe.
Damn.
Yeah, I wasn't safe. So
shit was like off. I mean, shit was like y'all had limitations.
No, we didn't have limitations. When we were active, I think our sex life was good.
Okay.
I had no complaints.
Right.
She was a little bit more of a sex addict than me. Yeah, right. Aries. Yeah. But she was one who I think was, for the moment, right? We were young, so she was in tune with me. I feel like I was in tune with her. So when we were intimate and had those moments, I think we were fine.
Okay.
And a part of me feeling safe is the emotional part, right?
Okay.
If I feel shut off emotionally, it's kind of hard for me to turn that off when we are intimate because you done called me a bitch 52 times today. How the fuck you think I'm get in this bed and be romantic when I'm replaying
what you said? Damn.
Right.
Okay.
So,
that makes sense.
So that's what I mean when I say I didn't feel safe. So I don't think I gave her my full self.
Damn. Okay. I get that. I mean, shit. I feel like if I ever get married one day, whoever.
It's coming.
Whatever.
It's coming.
If I ever get married, I think that like I would have no fucking limitations. Because
I
that would be
you should though.
That's my wife.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think you should. And I think once you get to the point of marriage, baby, it's go time.
Exactly.
Like, what are we talking about? Unless there are some non-negotiables sexually, explore. And if there's some things that, all right, bet, boo, I don't really think that's for me, but let's compromise. Because if that's something you like to do, then I don't really like it. So instead of us doing that 6 times a week, you got 2.
think I'm tired.
You got 2. So,
no, I get it.
Yeah, I think when you locked in with a person,
MJ laughing.
cool. Of course her ass will be laughing. Shout out to MJ. That's my baby.
Shout out to Big Sister. All right, so, so.
Lord, get it together.
All right, just laugh. So, all right, you said you are listening. So what is like the perfect? I ain't gonna say perfect, but like, what is something like your like a date, like something that would be like ideal to you, a date?
A date?
Yeah.
Like with someone?
Mm-hmm. Like if, you met somebody and, they wanted to go in their romantic bag. What would be ideal to you to be like,
I ain't gonna put that out there because there's a couple people on my line and I don't want y'all to get no idea.
damn, I'm trying to help these niggas
Ever.
out too.
I am super thoughtful. I pay attention. I'm very easygoing, and I got to be careful with my words because I always say, I don't require much, which isn't true. I do require a lot.
Yeah.
But
should.
I don't want to present it that way because when people say that, it's like, oh, well, you require. No, not necessarily. So I do got to be mindful with my words. But if you want to get in your romantic bag with me, the thought, like it could be something minor, but you heard me say something in conversation. Just a little tidbits and details, like pay attention, right? I always say mutual interest requires mutual effort. So if you're interested in me, apply a little bit of pressure. It's cool.
Yeah.
Because when I step, I'm a step.
Yeah. What does pressure look like though? Because I've noticed that some people are like, oh, you press. Ooh, what is pressure?
If there's a mutual interest and you are playing a dominant role, and this goes for male or female, right? What you're doing all day is annoying. I'm going to stop responding.
Okay.
Just certain shit. Like, don't good morning and what you doing me to death. Like, knock it the fuck off. We're grown. You know what I'm saying? And I don't expect us to talk every day, but if that desire to not want to reach out to me and not want to know what's going on or not want to close your date out with me is not there, or I hear from you Monday and now it's Thursday and I was like, oh, hey, what you doing? Go back to whoever you was laying with on Tuesday and Wednesday because now it's Thursday. I don't really got rap for you. So when the applying pressure to me is not a, oh, you press. No, because I think when women say that, there's no plan behind it. You know what I'm saying? There's no thoughtfulness. There's no nothing. It's just like when I'm going to see you, when I'm going to see you, when I'm going to see you. Gone are the days of be ready at Friday at 8, such and such place. You know what I'm saying? Oh, at 8:30, black truck gonna be outside type of deal. Or boom, Saturday, you free. If not, clear your schedule. And if you need a sitter, I got you.
Y'all
you know
listen?
what I'm saying?
Y'all listen?
It's really none of that when it's so simple, but people make it complicated. Because if you really are interested in a person, be that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And if it's reciprocated, cool. And if it's not, shorty will let you know. Or hell, even vice versa, right? Because I'm getting a little bit more bolder in because I've never been one to shoot my shot. But I'm 41. I'm like, what's up?
Yeah.
But it's simple. And then I'm just speaking for me. But I think for most women, I think it is nobody plans anything. Nobody's thoughtful. It's very surface level. It's what can you get from me? What can I get from you? We just gonna dibble dabble for a little bit. All right, bet 7 days, we over on to the next.
That's crazy.
And that's why I don't entertain nobody.
Yeah.
Because you say you want, and then for me, approaching me sexually is a turnoff.
Like, what you mean? Give me an example.
I'm gonna put a baby in you, or sending me memes all day.
The fuck?
The
eggplant.
Yeah, of sexual stuff. And we ain't even been on a date. Like, nigga, what?
People do that?
I already know what type of time you want. If that's all you sending me, and that the conversations are very shallow, there's no depth, nothing.
Yeah.
I'm cool off you.
Damn.
And not to say that we gotta meet today and get married tomorrow.
Of course not. But yeah.
Where's the
some effort? Yeah.
Where's the getting to know me so that you know how to date me? Or hell, even know how to take me on a first date. Again, baby, we can go to Fridays and chop it up. Okay. But it's all in how you do it.
Speaking of Friday, so you know that list that came out? That list about, what the lady says. She not going to Cheesecake Factory. She not, so that's okay with you? You're right.
If I'm locked in with my person, and I think Carisha said this, like, I'm at where you at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be white tablecloths and $200 steaks that we ain't going to eat anyway.
Yeah, right.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
Take me to the spot around the way where we can get $5 shots and $2 wings, but I'm in your presence, so we cool.
Yeah.
Even if you set something up at home, I'm cool.
Yeah.
You ain't got to break the bank.
Yeah, I feel that. I like that. You don't have to break the bank. And people probably think in order to even approach you, they need to break the bank.
And that's why I say I got to be careful with my words, because I always say I don't require much, but I do. But the things that I require don't have a dollar sign. It's not monetary. So if you can't even come to me with that, what we talking about?
Yeah. Damn, that was good. I felt like I was in therapy just now. God damn. Shit. All right, if I was to get in your car right now, give me three songs that you listen to right now, or three artists.
I have been in my intro bag.
Okay. Like
real bad 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't have a particular 3 songs, but you would definitely either hear their first album or repeat.
Okay.
Or their Pandora station.
Okay. In 90s.
Yep.
Okay. Giving it.
Well, no, we giving real you know,
R&B.
That old school.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel
I
that.
always say that 90s love is what I'm looking for, and I know I ain't gonna find it now, but
Damn, I feel like it's. I don't know. It might be in another state. It may another country.
And I'm open to that too, but it's just I gotta get out my own head too. So I
Okay.
can't even put it out there on everybody else. I gotta,
Okay.
put that mirror on me.
Damn. All right, Miss Quee. Listen, I need you to drop your Instagram real quick. Wait, before you go, what you got coming up? You got anything coming up? Where can we find you?
No, I'm low key these days.
Okay, yeah,
I don't
definitely.
really do too much. I enjoy being a mother.
Okay.
I go to work every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I step out
Yeah.
on the entertainment side of one too. You can always catch me in Norma Jeans.
Okay.
I also work at the Manor on Charles Street.
Okay.
So I still tap in that way. _ Queen Quee _ on Instagram.
Yep.
It's the same for TikTok. It's the same for, I don't even be on all them platforms, so I ain't even gonna lie to you. But you could definitely catch me on Instagram that way. But again, I'm born, baby.
Yeah, you bored. Yeah, she be at Norma Terry.
I'm born, baby. I just enjoy good company, good friends, and my baby.
I understand that. I understand that. Listen, I definitely appreciate you coming here, being transparent about, your life and, just things that you got going on, man. It's been a pleasure. You were great. Like, I just feel like I was in therapy. That's why I sound so, like, calm right now. I feel like she just, like, set I took notes. Nigga, like, I know, all right, no more is what you doing today. The fuck? But no, I definitely appreciate you, sis. Like, it was a great thing that you came on the show today. You answered a lot of questions that I think a lot of people, were trying to figure out, especially about, what we talked about earlier. But one more time, would you say ____?
You don't need no more shots.
I don't. I'm not. This weekend got me fucked.
You probably still already turned, but we're going to take another shot before we close it out.
Look at this shit. MJ, help me! I'm in trouble.
You already know.
I'm already
giving, baby. What did I say my Instagram was?
_
Queen Quee.
There you go,
2
Queen
E's. QUEE _ is my Instagram, and you can pretty much find me from everything. Again, I'm born, baby. I don't really have too much popping. I'm just me.
Already. Listen, shout out to everybody that was in the chat. We got MJ. What's that say? Ricardo. We got Shawnetta.
Oh, those my babies. That's Netta Boo thing. Shout out to her. That's my baby.
Melissa.
Missy, shout out to her. That's my sis.
Yes.
Jay, shout out to you.
Already.
Actually, Netta tapped in. She was very instrumental in my divorce as well as my best friend Kelly. So
okay, shout out to y'all.
She was gonna tap in.
Listen, we appreciate y'all tapping in. Listen, this your girl D Nice right here. Listen, I appreciate you guys. Make sure if you want to watch this podcast, this episode right now, it will be live. It will be live as soon as we shut it off. Make sure you go like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Also follow us on the gram at the D Zone Podcast, and also follow me at I am D Niceman. Shit, at this point, like, let me drop my shit. Shout out to everybody again that I partied with this weekend. It was crazy. Shout out to Philly Pride. Listen, those promoters, they know how to treat your girl. I appreciate y'all. Listen, if you need to, follow me on any updates, shout out to DC Pride. We got DC Pride coming up next month. So make sure y'all come and tap in. Your girl is hosting each and every event. So, I'm going to be shutting shit down. But listen, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I thank y'all for tuning in. Peace, love, and happiness. We out.